Welcome. In this video I'm going to cover mounting and unmounting SMB file systems. The Server Message Block Protocol, or SMB, and one of its dialects, Common Internet File System, or CIFS, are names that are often used interchangeably to refer to connection protocols used to access Microsoft-compatible server services. Throughout this video you may see a number of references to both names, and for the purposes of our discussion you can treat them as being the same. In order to mount a SMB-based file system, we must install CIFS-utils. Also, the Samba-client package provides some useful command line utilities, such as SMB client, but it is not essential. To mount an SMB share, we need to identify the share details, provide a mount point, and then mount the SMB share. If it is an essential network share, then it may also be useful to add it to the /etc/fstab file. SMB client can be useful to browse network shares. Use SMB client -L //server URL. Alternatively, the SMB share administrator should be able to provide suitable connection details. If you do not yet have a mount point, then use makedir to create one. makedir-p/mount point. Finally, as root or using sudo, run the mount command to mount the share. Mount -t kifs-o guest //server/share and then /mount point. The -o guest option is asking mount to try and authenticate as a guest account, that is, no password. Depending on the SMB share access permissions, I can now browse and use the share. To unmount the SMB share, use the umount command as root or using sudo. umount/mount point. To persistently mount the SMB share, add it to the /etc/fstab file and use mount-a to validate and mount the entry. Most SMB shares will require authentication, and there are a range of options available to do this. However, I am going to focus on the basic username and password pair. Mount allows you to use the -o option to set the username and, optionally, the password, but that option is insecure. The mount command will prompt for the password if it's not provided as an option. However, it must be provided as an option if used in /etc/fstab. The more secure option is to create a credentials file and make it only accessible to root. It has a simple text-based format and can be located anywhere. Then use -o credentials and the full path to the credentials file. Depending on the access permissions of the UID I authenticated with, I can now use the share. It is worth noting that UID and GID checking occurs on both the server side, that is, when trying to access a file, and also the client side. This typically means that the UID and GID values, potentially including supplementary groups, need to match on both the server and the client. Again, there are mount options that can be used to help manage this issue, but I won't cover them here. Check the man pages or browse articles on SMB authentication on the Red Hat customer portal, located at access.redhat.com. To recap, install CIFS-utils and optionally Samba-client, identify your share connection details, identify or create a mount point, and either manually mount the SMB share or add it to the /etc/fstab file for persistent access. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching.